ladies and gentlemen, a little bit different video than normal, but nonetheless excited. New type of content. A lot of it's, repetitive stuff. Me working on the black truck. Me just, taking wheels off, putting wheels on, taking wheels off, putting wheels on. You know how it goes. You'll see in the background, ignore the house. That's maybe my child at home. Doesn't matter. We'll get into that fun bomb lore later. But new style, new thing. So you're seeing this truck, you're seeing the black F-150. I've heard we tried something new, just kind of introduce you. Now, none of these vehicles are my vehicles, but I thought a review series would be kind of good. So if you like what you see, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, comment. Any support, even constructive criticism, is valued, is important, is appreciated, okay? But on to today's episode. All right, Cars with Callahan. Maybe is what we'll call this segment. I don't know. That's my full legal name. So if you guys want it, you got it. Justice Callahan. Justice C. Okay, but you will see here a beautiful but dirty 2021. Well, pretty much 2022. It's 11 of 21. I don't know what its stamped year is, but the VIN number is 11 of 21. So basically a 2022 Ford F-150 Tremor. Sorry if you hear all the wind noise. I'm trying to muffle it, but nonetheless, we got this beast. We got these fancy wheels. We got the beautiful silver and orange badge. We got the bug covered mirrors, paint matched though. The louvers on the hood, the little hood scoops. We got the hard plastic fitted bug shield and the clear coat shield underneath of it. Now, this was not bought new by my, in this case, stepfather. He did buy used, so some of this might be stuff added. I don't even totally know the story on this truck. I just thought it'd be kind of cool, something to talk about. What is your guys', before you watch any further, what is your guys' thoughts on the new Tremor? What do you think about it? What do you know? Maybe you know more about history. Maybe you can tell me something that you think is cool or not cool, or a manufacturing defect. And yes, I am airing the license plate. You can't do much with that. You can see it's dirty. I didn't prep this. I didn't take it to a car wash. I didn't do anything. I just wanted to show you and talk about this truck. And maybe what our thoughts are. Would we buy? Obviously, we're used to a 2015 F-150. Can't say only that. It is a platinum. We're spoiled. We got something pretty, something bougie. Yes, it's a trailer house. But, it's nonetheless, we like to admire. What would we as a consumer buy? And that's what I think the point of this channel is. What are we doing as a group, as a consumer? All right, assuming the editor did his job, and I'm sure our editor would never not. Just a quick little goofy, high school edit. Like I said, we got the Tremor. We're in the house. Couple quick features on that outside. Obviously, we have the orange kind of highlights everywhere. I don't know if these are 18s. Let's see. God only knows. I don't know because I'm blind and can't see the print. I think they're 18s. Pretty sure these are 18s. You can see a little bit more of a meaty off-road, kind of a little bit better of a suspension, little kind of air ride assist right there. We got the heavy-duty off-road Ford step-ups, powder-coated, texture-coated. Unlike our electric running boards that come out on that F-150, those ones do get slick in the weather. This one, I've driven in a couple different weather environments so far, holds up beautifully. Kind of, the little door jamb protector, the air texture, they feel good. But the air texture would help with door dings and buffers. And you might say that kind of buzz kills, but I think the truck has enough black that doesn't look bad. I almost think this might look better going up to maybe to match the mirror, something like that. That's maybe a personal. Got the bigger gas cap, you can see, because they're using these a little more universal in case it's a diesel that has a DEF tank. We got the tie downs right there that have the little key locks and you can slide them in and out. Kind of a cool tailgate. It does have a measure, like for fishing or cutting wood, whatever you want it to, just a simple little measure. Kind of a hard table workspace, smooth. Not a rhino lined bed, which is one thing I almost think in a truck like this should be kind of the spec from factory, in my opinion. Does look like we have some grommets, I believe, to pull some wiring through. You'll see there's a little trash. Like I said, this is not prepped for this video. It does have the tailgate open on the key fob. You know, it has the soft open button. It's locked, so I don't think it's gonna open on me. Oh yeah, there you go. So a soft open. Does have the step that comes out just like ours. Like I said, you got this. I don't think this has any necessarily special features other than the measure. But it is pretty cool. It does have the outlet in the bed, the tie downs, the work lights, kind of like our F-150. Pretty cool. Does have the electric beer window, and you can see, I don't know if you know what that's what those are, but on vehicles, when they have the little lines, if you can see the yellow strip right there, and then right there, right there. So that is actually to help defrost your windshield. It's kind of a window glass heater, just something kind of neat. Obviously, most newer vehicles have some form of it. This isn't like a one-off thing. This isn't a make it or break it purchase. Just kind of good features. Now, into the interior, you'll see we have the same kind of style, leather, pleather, whatever you want to call it, as the R15 F-150. Does have kind of a, I don't want to call this cloth, because it does look like cloth, but it's like a plastic cloth. Then does have the orange stitching to kind of match the other oranges, which I think are fantastic. A Bose surround system. And these are things that do come factory, obviously. Like I said, we didn't know about some of the features. Kind of a polished plastic. It looks good. I like this design. I like this a lot more than our other F-150, where it kind of has this weird slope right here. But I do think this looks good. I kind of always liked this. At first, I was like, well, that looks kind of weird. Why do they do that? But now I kind of like it. The mirrors are a lot smaller on these than the other ones. Oh, whose nice little ass is that? Shit. Little feature, American flag. It doesn't have the stars, but I can't imagine that not being meant to be an American flag, but who knows. Leather seats. Now, not all Tremors come in the same options, so I don't know. The Bose might not be for everything. I think this is a pretty loaded one from everything I've kind of picked up on. Adjustable pedals like we're used to, all the different lighting features, rock lights, fog lights, auto lights, whatever. Beautiful orange leather interior. Does have the lumbar support. Does have the, adjustable back, adjustable bottom, all electric, obviously, as you would come to assume, especially in a 2021, 2022, whatever it may be. This one specifically has the WeatherTech floor liners. We'll kind of go into the back seat real quick. Same thing back here. The pleather, leather plastic top, the leather bottom, the smooth shiny plastic. Kind of a cool little holder, because I mean, a small drink obviously can be a cup holder, but it's really just kind of a pocket. Little pocket here. Same thing as most Ford's doors down here, whatever. You're not here for that. Cool little orange stitching and everything in this. You can kind of tell it's not really, I'd say it's more of a yellow, but inside the holes here, you can just kind of see there's little oranges. The Tremor, the center console seat that folds down, all very similar to our F-150, and I'd assume if we were in a 2022 F-150 Platinum, it would be all very comparable to this. Our little, back AC, which is good, the heated rear seats, the charger, the outlet, the plug-in outlet, as well as the plug-in outlet, USB outlet, Type-C, all the goodies, actual car charger, whatever you want to, I don't know what you technically would even call that port. But AC, Bose surround system in the back, everything we were talking about. Just absolutely gorgeous truck, in my opinion. Now, it's not, obviously, some napkins blowing around down there. It's obviously not like you're going to walk into a dealership and just usually accidentally end up in something like this. First. And today's sponsor, Grape Nos, to help with enhanced mental focus, high-performance energy drink. All right. Not all of them have this, but, just like our Fords or newer Fords, they got these kind of extendable hatches. This one specifically, this is a wireless charger, which is ironic that there's two phone chargers in here. But, yeah, this is a wireless charger. Not all have this. I have spec'd out a couple Tremors just out of curiosity. Does have the center kind of tweeter in the middle, Bose as well. The kind of little speakers, a bug, big bug. Just all the conventional stuff they're used to. It does have a brow. I don't know if this was tinted from the previous owner. Nonetheless, came out sick. But yeah, so you will see on startup too. It does have kind of a sick display. Obviously, it doesn't sound anything crazy. 3.5 EcoBoost, same thing as most F-150s nowadays. Door open, huge center display. I mean, there's my hand for comparison. Like it, I mean, it is huge. It is not a tiny guy. Huge display, absolutely massive, tons to do. Has CarPlay, has all these other options, has your app store, if you will, over here. Phone calls, music, you know, maps, battery, cell service, all the works. I mean, what else could you really want? Got a radio. I don't know if the radio's even gonna turn on, and you know, it's just doing the normal like boot up process it would do. I wish I had the thing for that and I could set this phone up. But yeah, so you can see just tons and tons of buttons. What one would pay for this? If you went to a dealership, a vehicle like this is closer to probably the 70K range, even used. But it's definitely not something for the faint of heart. Just another really cool thing. So when you're in park here, you can hit this silver button, and it'll put that away. And in general, it's kind of nice just for the declutter, but obviously it's only when you're in park. You couldn't do it in drive. And specifically, while I think that's kind of cool, let me move our sponsor back here. And then this opens up in different ways, but that's the main thing. You have a portable workspace, which while you'd buy a $70,000 truck and use it for a work truck, I don't know. You're probably in a different tax bracket than us, but nonetheless, it is a super cool concept. Obviously, it does have the normal center console features, rear cup holders, phone slot for, you know, back seats or whatever if they want to keep them up close. The seats, they are heated and cooled, heated steering wheel. All the main things, like all the big fancy bougie things you could really ask for. Same thing, outlets and, you know, car charger ports, whatever. I don't even know. What does this button do? Oh, look at that. Who even knows? The science, crazy. So I guess you got like a double glove box. It's all, I mean, super phenomenal. Now, I'm only doing this because we're in a controlled environment, aka my house. It is all dirt roads. We're going to put it in drive here, different features. Oh yeah, let's look at that real quick. Look in reverse. So it has the normal conventional 360 view, has that, just absolutely massive. I don't even know. What if we, oh, look at all that. I can see whatever angle I want. Oh, does it only go to that one? Oh, it only goes that one. But nonetheless, super sick. Obviously has all your warning lights and junk as newer vehicles do. That's the worst part about new vehicles, is with there being a million monitors and sensors and all that stuff, it is just so hard to you're just always hearing dinging. And it does have the new Ford 10-speed transmission, as you'll see. Kind of a more simplified display. We got a decimal for RPM, so like 0.9 obviously times 1,000, 9,000, or not 9,000, 1.0 times 1,000, 1,000, 0.9, 900, so on and so forth. You know, the more simple speedo. It does have crazy lane assist, and I have tried it. It will almost drive you like by itself down the highway. There is sometimes with Wyoming having highways like it does, where it tries to merge you into a lane that maybe it shouldn't. But nonetheless, I mean, it drives pretty smooth. I mean, it is a little rougher than, you know, maybe my F-150, just because mine's obviously very oriented at street driving, whereas this absolutely could go mob and monster truck down the road and all that. It looks so good. It's not, I mean, you can see through these pretty good, but you can definitely tell the lighting difference. Maybe not on camera, but it does help immensely with keeping it dark. It is fun. I mean, it's pretty snappy. Like, I touch the gas and it definitely wants to go. It does have the kind of adjustable display depending on what you want. So, you know, there is a little boost gauge on there, the fuel gauge, you know, coolant temp sensors. This is a really ghetto cattle guard, so that's why I'm kind of edging into it. God forbid in the review I crash the truck. How anticlimactic would that be, chat? But anyways, yeah, you can see. I mean, like I said, well, yeah, you can see. You can't really feel, but it does kind of just, I mean, go. Right there, it's spinning them. Just, I mean, obviously it's dirt, but you know, it just goes. It feels good. It's comfy. The seats are so padded. That leather doesn't get particularly hot. It's not particularly cold. It just stays. I mean, it gets warm, but not hot. And that's the biggest thing with leather. People are like, oh, I don't want to get in the seat, and it just melts my ass. And you guys need a house? We got houses for sale, ready to go. This is not all my property. Just somewhere I lived growing up. Looks like we got a vehicle turning down here. I'm gonna get us. Oh, maybe he's leaving. I think I'm gonna get us on the highway and just kind of give it a couple little pulls and maybe get you guys some footage of that. Just making sure nobody's coming down the fork in the road. But yeah, like I said, it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely stunning truck. I know that was just kind of a scenic dirt field. That's Connors County for you. And yeah, oh yeah, I'm even giving you guys the Addy, so you let me know when you want to come hack. But I just think this all looks super good, the angles and everything. I think they did an exceptional job with this, but just with today's economy and everything, it's just so expensive for anything. So it's like, what are you buying? Yeah, you know, I can go buy a XL for 30,000, but I have a firm belief that within reason, if you're spending 30,000, what's like 35? Obviously, if you're spending 30, don't go drop 50. But I don't know. Buy something you're comfortable with. Buy something you feel like you're getting a big upgrade. Don't be sticker shocked. If you drive a 1990s, Dodge Ram, and then you look at a 2018 XL, don't be sticker shocked because it has so much better features than what you're driving. Get something proportionate to what you want. Have an idea in your head what you want and work around that. I think you end up with a better deal when you're sticky or like particular about what exactly you want. But as you can see, so we're going 27 right now. It literally feels like we were rolling because this thing is just peppy. It's smooth. It's comfy. Like, just so crazy, and it's just so comfy, and you don't feel it. Like, obviously you feel the pullback because I had floored it, and some of you are gonna be like, I'm waiting for the chat to say, that's floored in a Ford? No thanks. Well, it just is what it is. Everybody has their mojos, their vibes, or whatever you want. But it's snappy. It goes. It's quick. It's comfy. It hauls balls. Like, what more do you want, right? And it just goes. And obviously, this isn't a truck you buy just to get a truck. This is a truck you get because you're retired. You spent 30 years in an oil patch. You're ready to go, right? But it is gorgeous nonetheless. Is this something I would buy as like my first vehicle out of college? Obviously, no. I bought a used 2015 F-150 with a boatload of miles. It just is what it is, But you cannot argue, obviously, with how expensive and how nice these are, that they are something sick. And one day when these, kind of fall down on the market and people can pick these up as a used $20,000, $30,000 truck, they're gonna be fun. All right, so like we just saw, it's smooth, it's nice, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, right? But would we buy it? That's the real question. That's what I kind of think these videos are for. How do they hold their value? And we're gonna be doing this with a range of different aged vehicles. This isn't gonna be obviously brand new, nice, beautiful, gorgeous trucks or whatever that no shit you'd buy, right? But what is comfort's worth, right? So in this case, we have a 2022 F-150 Tremor. It has a factory lift. It has a 3.5 V6 EcoBoost motor that comes with the twin turbos, for those of you wondering. The cool louvers on the hood, the hood scoops, what I'm going to call them, the LED super bright nighttime lights, the LED tail light, the step up tailgate, the soft open tailgate, open via key fob. It has the giant display, giant dash. It's smooth riding, comfy wheels, right? Has all the pros, the amenities one could really want. Now, is it so nice that you would be like, yeah, you know what? I will drop whatever, 65,000. Would you drop $65,000 on this truck? Financially, do I have and like I said, this is so multifaceted, it's hard to even answer. We're gonna even hop in the back seat. Make sure we give it a real test, right? AC's cranked for your sorry, but would we? Probably not. But is there a better way to spend your money? This is obviously something intended, designed, thought for people with money, people sitting on a status of money. They buy this because they either are okay with a lot of debt, big payments, or they have a lot of money to buy it, which are all very understandable. I mean, we have no room to judge, no room to ever factor, people's placement in. That's not something we want to do. But realistic, is this something you should ever really buy? Probably not. Should you buy a brand new F-150 Platinum when it comes off the line? Probably not. It makes real no sense, but it is comfy, it is nice, it's beautiful. I mean, like I said, I do love this truck, and like I said, I even spec'd one out. I drove this thing home the day he bought it. I do know obviously how much he paid. He got a crazy deal, and then that comes into one of those things. Just because it's a good deal, does that mean I need it? Does that mean I need to buy it? Does that mean I should buy it just because it's a crazy deal? That kind of just comes down to the same thing. Like I was saying earlier, have in mind what you want out of a vehicle, not necessarily just how much you're willing to pay. They if you want a Tremor, you want the big, the not lift, but the factory, ride height, the heated steering wheels, the comfy seats, the leather pleather with the orange stitching, all those things. Absolutely, this is an immensely beautiful, worthwhile vehicle. He specifically got it for deal. I'll even say $55,000. Partying this out and you're like, well, that's kind of odd. If you look at Tremors with this same packages, And even similar miles. I think it has 60,000. Oh, no, not even 60. I honestly was way overshooting. 20,000. So that's actually great. Great miles. 60,000, honestly, in 2 years would be a shit ton. But 20,000 miles. Very clean, very gorgeous. I mean, obviously it's dirty, but it's clean. Absolutely, though. I think for 55,000 versus partying it out, and you find it, probably realistically 65 to 70,000 for similar miles and similar features as the wireless charger and has the moonroof. I didn't open it, but it does have a moonroof. So having all those things, I think you got a phenomenal deal. But he is in the place where he can drop 55,000. Could me and you as a normal average show? Probably not. That's why we're building a 1994 F-150 and a U-Haul storage unit. But nonetheless, it's a gorgeous truck, and I think all vehicles have their aspects that you can look into it and be like, oh yeah, this is something I'm interested in, something I think is gorgeous, something I want. It just kind of comes down to user, just like with the Nissan 400Z recently, or the Supra Mark V with the markups and everything that are charged. It really just comes down to, do you want it? Does it have the things you want? Are you in a place to do it? Which I think is what oftentimes people overlook. Like I said in this series, we are going to talk about some other things that are maybe better options or where you're at, and who am I to say yes or no to buy something? Obviously, I'm in no way in that realm, but is it a truck that was all hype, no business? Absolutely not. I think the F-150 has built itself its reliable name, just like the Chevy 1500 or the GMC 1500. They built their name. They've been around long enough. They are very established, branded vehicles. You're not getting a one-off or a trial run or just something that, a Chevy Volt that they make for a couple of years and realize it flopped. You're getting something that's been out for 100 years. Like, it is a reliable vehicle. It's going to have its flaws, its features. That's what happens with mass production. That's what happens with affordability, which, not that they're affordable, but in their mind, they're mass producing vehicles that are very nice for affordable money, But it's a gorgeous truck. I mean, the audio sounds good. The comfort of it's crazy. It is amazing. Now for the final kind of feature, to rate it, if I was giving this an actual number, I would probably, I really think, all things considered, comparing it to similar other vehicles, maybe Chevys or whatever, or of the years, like not obviously comparing it to a 1994 F-150, but overall, I think for everything minus price, I would say it's an 8 out of 10. And the main 2 points it's losing, I think, are it is just very expensive, and it's basically just an off-road Platinum. I think they could have stuck with Platinum and then still had the FX4, or even renamed the FX4 to Tremor, which they might have done. I haven't looked to see if FX4 has been removed since this got added, but I feel like they added Tremor, added some orange stitching, and now it jumped the price up a huge amount, which is kind of how vehicles work. But like a Platinum versus an XLT, there's a huge jump up. But the same argument could be given to a Lariat and a Platinum. A Platinum really is just a loaded Lariat, and a Tremor could just be a loaded FX4 Lariat. So it just depends how you look at it. I think it's a great truck. I think once it comes down in price a little, once it's in general been on the market longer, once some of the used ones, and people that do buy them and then decide they can't afford it and sell it cheaper, and as miles build up, and because I think that's where you get the best bang for buck, is a vehicle that was kept by somebody that cared, but also somebody that put miles on it. Because if they put miles on it, that appreciates value. You get it for a good price, and especially if you're even remotely mechanically inclined, you can do a lot of things, more routine oil changes, stuff like that. It's not a big deal. That's where you get your best bang for buck. New vehicles, never ever worth the price because they depreciate so much. Old used vehicles, you're gonna have a lot of problems to fix. So it's like your middle range. My truck had a load of miles. It's had its flaws, and I will discuss that in one of these episodes as well. But I got a pretty good price compared to what I was getting. And that's the biggest thing we're looking at. So I give the 2022 Ford Tremor a 8 out of 10 on Funbombs Garage. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that episode, please like, comment, subscribe. You know how it is. You know what we do around here. We are trying to absolutely crank out some content for you guys. That's where we're doing these other kind of videos. The reviews and everything. They're very out of our norm. They're very discombobulated. We're going to work on the features. We're going to work on the things we can do. But nonetheless, we are grinding. We're getting this content out, and I really hope you're appreciating it. Like I said, if you have ever constructive criticisms of any sort, please let me know. Let me know what's good. And yes, I brought us down to the river for this little chat because I want you guys to know, if you don't like, comment, subscribe, watch, and give me good criticism, I'm giving you some concrete shoes and you're going in the river.